everybody, happy Thursday. Doreen from Door Designs. Today our design isn't going to be really long, but it's going to be really cute, at least the way I kind of got a vision in my head it's going to be. This is a design that I'm going to keep for myself. I have this wall hanging in my guest bathroom above the stool, and I usually keep a wreath or a swag or a basket of flowers or whatever season it is, something here in the middle. So when I was at Walmart the other day, I kind of gravitated towards the spring stuff and Easter stuff, and I came across my inspiration piece. I'm going to use this rabbit hair, whatever you want to call it, but look at the beautiful florals in the middle. So when I got the sign, I think it was like $14.98. The little beads that go around were a very dull, kind of a grayish color, which I really didn't like that look to it. So I just took some metallic gold paint, and you can use any paint, any gold, or any color you really wanted if you wanted to go more of a cream color. I just took a little bit on a rag, and I just went through and just highlighted all the beads going around just to kind of give it a little bit more of a polished look that I was looking for. So here's my vision. I want to zip tie this to the center. And if it sits real straight, I've got a piece of styrofoam that I zip tied to the crossbar right down here. So what I want to do is do my bow with some greenery coming down and maybe a little bit going up to kind of soften it. And like I said, I'm going to keep this up all through spring. So this is not really going to be just an Easter design. So let's go ahead and see if this is going to hang straight for the sign. Okay. Oh, I think it is. Let's cut that off. And my styrofoam is going to work out perfect right there. So all I did was take a zip tie, and I went behind it and just came in front and zip tied it. And I want to put that little tag in the back. I'm just wondering if I want my styrofoam to be a little bit further down, but I think that'll be okay. Okay, I'm just going to use all different types of ferns for my background, kind of for the base. But I want a few of the pieces to kind of hang down because I want to kind of elongate this. And I'm probably going to have to use my pick machine because some of these greeneries, the stems aren't real stiff, that I don't know if it'll go through the styrofoam or not. Okay, a lot of this I'm not going to hot glue in since I'm not shipping it or selling it. I don't need to take the time to do all that. So all I'm doing is just sticking them in. Now, if I was selling it, I'd be dipping them in the hot glue. A lot of the stuff that I'm using today are kind of bits and pieces from prior design. Whoops, that's not going to be stiff enough. Prior designs. I have a tub that sits below my workstation here. So after I do designs, if I have any pieces left over, I don't pitch them. They just go in the tub. And that's pretty much what I use all of my designs with. So I can't really tell you where I got a lot of the stuff because a lot of it's left over. Okay, so all I'm doing is building up, the greenery to kind of fill in and make it kind of a softer look to it. That thing's heavy. I'm trying to keep it from rattling, but I'm not doing a very good job. I was hoping I had one more stem like that, but I don't. I just want a few more pieces, and I'm going to start bringing some of the pieces out. So the first group was laying pretty flat to fill it in to lay flat against the bars here, but the next group I want them to start coming out more of a 3D. Okay, maybe one more piece of that, and I think we're pretty good on the greenery. Okay, I think next I'm going to go ahead and make my bow and then kind of fill in some florals around it. So for my bow, I'm going to keep it pretty light, neutral colors, and then I'm going to accent it more, some of the colors in the flowers up here and the florals we're going to add. So let's just go ahead, and I'm going to do a real simple bow. Maybe if I can get the ribbon open. Okay, so the first ribbon is a Sam's ribbon, and I think I got it last year or the year before. And it was one of my favorites. It's just a moss dotted Swiss, a moss green. So I'm just going to do a hand bow real quick here. And the loops are about 6 inches. I'm going to do 2 loops on each side, and all I'm doing is making a loop, twisting it, and bring it around. I'm not really going to do a bow teaching today. Okay, next I'm going to do the cream with the gold. And these are for the gold, kind of the buttons along the outside, or the tacks, whatever you want to call them. And then I've got this purple with the light, with the moss and the lime green kind of. I may just stick with the gold. I think I'm just going to stick with these 2. I think I like a little bit of that softer, because all of these colors in the rabbit are pretty kind of muted. They almost look kind of like a watercolor. So I think I want to just stay with a lighter ribbon here. And I'm just going to zip tie this real quick. Okay, I'm just going to hot glue this a little bit in the back, and then I'm going to use a floral pick to give a little bit more stability. I'm going to hold that just for a minute. Karen? And then I'm going to use a floral pick, but I'm going to cut it down a little bit because my styrofoam's not that thick. And when I trim them down, I just use my wire cutters, and these are just some wire cutters I got at Lowe's. I don't know how long ago, a long time. But I cut them at an angle, so that way it gives it more of a point to go through my styrofoam. Okay, that'll hold my bow. Walmart did have several other cute Eastery spring signs that if you didn't have a wall hanging to put this on, you could actually just put your styrofoam on the corner of your sign and do the exact same thing I'm doing, just at a little bit smaller scale on the corner of your sign. Okay, let's put a little bit of florals. And like I said, my florals are all going to be coming out of my extra box. Just pulling some pieces over here real quick. I'm going to keep most of the florals a nice soft color also. And I'm just going to kind of go around the base of it. That piece did not have a very long stem, so I put a little hot glue on it. Oops. Okay, let's put a little bit of I think I want to put a little bit of the pink in, and I may have to go get another one of these. Hang on real quick, I'm going to grab one more stem of those. You can come in here, Karen. You don't have to step in the dark. Okay, when I put that last piece in, I actually went just straight back. So I'll show you the side of it where you can see how three-dimensional this is. I'm putting just a touch of the lavender in. because you all know how I like my lavender or my purple. See, I must have used these in some other design because I already had them picked. Okay, I had 1 or 2 little pieces of yellow. I want to put just a little bit, not a lot. And those are so narrow and light. I'm actually just going to glue these to some other stems. I'm going to pick that. I want that one to stick out a little more. Trying to find my styrofoam. There it goes. I want a few pieces coming out in front of my bow. This ribbon tail is not cooperating. There we go. I think that's as full as I want it to be. And I'm sure some of you have said I put probably too much in it, but I like it nice and full. I might end up trimming that one ribbon tail down. Okay, let me show it to you up close. Like I said, it's heavy, but there's what it looks like. But I want you to see how the side, see how some of that just comes almost straight out? So it's nice and full, 3-dimensional. It's still got the shake with it, so it's nice and light and airy, but it's heavy. So like I said, if you don't have the big piece to attach the sign to, you can just get the sign, put your little piece of styrofoam in whatever corner or in the middle, and put you a bow and a little bit of greenery and got yourself a whole new wall hanging. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video and have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.